Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Sooners will kick it away to get this game going. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense in less than ideal position off that poor return. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense has confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First down here for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years, just off the top of my head.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Catch made on the left side. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And important second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. But we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Kentucky 14, Oklahoma 0.
The turn begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That time he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack. I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Hurries the punt, but gets away. A nice kick. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them, because let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball.
see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Launching downfield. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough he can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, they found the matchup here, Chris, on 4th down. A gutsy call, and it pays off. Love this one-on-one matchup. The receiver wins that battle, and the quarterback put it right on the money.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Kentucky 21.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Ball handed to the running back. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. The Sooners will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. He's going to take off. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. 1st and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half This play right here doesn't come back to bite him.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. That one sails out of the back of the end zone, the touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
1st and 10 play coming up.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take another shot right here. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats. To stretch the lead, their route is on. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Kentucky 28.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Toss play to the outside. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Ball handed off. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice
touchdown, Kentucky. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Kentucky 35.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. This time, a completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Sooners will have to kick it away. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. When the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down he goes, a sack.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
Tackle made after the completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's hit just before the throw. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Sooners will have to kick this away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. It's a run to the left.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
McGee moves the ball to the 34. Crucial third down play coming up. Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The pocket breaking down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Caught quickly. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pressure gets to him again.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Scanning the field. It's Harris. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity to have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's reeled in. It's Cox. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Kentucky 56, Oklahoma 0.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Cox. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And it's taken at the 25. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. First down and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Harris. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Football comes out. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that one is incomplete in the end zone. 2nd and goal for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. This one is incomplete right in the back corner of the end zone. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's worked out from before. They're going for it. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Kentucky. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play. What a rocket for an arm he has.
It's unbelievable to watch a guy put the ball that far into the air. You're thinking it's got no chance to be answered, and boom, a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful.